All right, that's your boy Moolah. This week at the Five Podcast, and we back with another one. I've been watching this council court, man. It's been funny, man. Been having me rolling, man. See if y'all like it. Let's check them out.
Judge Tony Towns. In this episode, the trial of the Democratic Party.
In the meantime of the assessment, nigga, what the fuck we gonna do? Somebody got to drive.
And now, let's go to the courtroom.
Let's go.
In this quarter, the prosecution still holding on to the jacket from his high school prom. Welcome back, Chris Powell, aka CP. And in this quarter, the defense. This time, he brought shrimp and backup. Say hello to Ron Taylor, aka Ron T, and special guest Keisha E. Come to order. Cancel Court is now in session with Judge Tony Towns.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today to determine if the National Democratic Party, aka the Democrats, should be canceled until further notice. I know some of you might question, why the Democrats? Why not the Republicans? In the words of our good friend, lawyer Ryan Davis, and I quote, to cancel something means to no longer fuck with. How can you no longer fuck with something you've never fucked with in the beginning? There's your answer. We have Mr. Chris Powell, aka CP, representing the prosecution. Mr. Powell, it's good to have you back in my courtroom today. Last time you were here, you were bribing people with shrimp, chicken, and big booty hoes.
If I win, I'm trying to take the bailiff and everybody off the shrimp.
We have actually preferred steak, but it's okay.
I'm gonna tell you something. I was a younger lawyer back then. As you can see, the bag has changed. I don't know if anybody want to check it out, but how I'm splashing these off-white Lot 13s off this bait hoodie is a motherfucker. You understand me? As a matter of fact, case adjourned. Jury is adjourned on these bitches. I think I'd have won the court on the shoes.
Thank you,
Court is adjourned on these
Thank you,
bitches.
Mr. CP. And the defense, which is represented by Mr. Ron Taylor, aka Ron T, and his co-defense attorney, Miss Lakeisha Edwards, aka Keisha E. Yeah, I brought up the government name. I do my research, Miss Keisha. Now, Ron, you're back into this courtroom. Last time you were here, you were in a little bit of a pickle with the Kanye West case. It looks like you brought a little backup, a little help, because the last case didn't sit well with you.
Yeah, that I did. My opponent here, like you said, did some very dirty and illegal things by bribing people with prawns and things of that nature, and women with large derrieres and whatnot. I did not come as flashy as my opponent with the off-white something expensive, but I did get these Pumas from TJ Maxx.
Your Honor, objection. Look at the back of his fro. The back of his shit look like a seat rest in the car.
I think he might just be a little jealous of my extreme kick game, but you know what? I came here to play, and we're gonna win this thing.
Thank you, sir. What are the rules in my court? There are no rules. I would like to make it very clear in this courtroom, I do not decide the fate of this case. I do not decide it. Miss Ariel here, the bailiff, thank you for being here again. It's always a pleasure. She doesn't decide it. The people decide this case. Are we clear?
Are we clear?
Thank you.
So y'all got it? The people decides the case, people. Let's go.
The prosecution and defense will have opening statements. Then both sides will present factual evidence to the court. We will end with closing arguments. Once completed, the jury appears without bias. You will judge this case based on the presentation and based on the evidence, with a clear and decisive decision as to whether the Democratic Party should be canceled until further notice. Are we clear? Yes. Thank you. We will begin with the prosecution. Please proceed with your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just want to start by saying that I understand that a task like canceling the Democratic Party, especially when we've been taught to be so synonymous with the Democratic Party our whole life, is almost challenging to do. A lot of things have been shifting over the last 50 years. People going vegan, realizing that our diet was killing us. Things that we had grown up on, things that our grandma told us was healthy. Smothering the vegetables and cheese and putting all kind of bullshit on everything. That was, she had these, and, that's why your cousin got these, and, what I'm saying, motherfucking church Jello jigglers, you know what I'm saying? ain't nobody like the class I got. And then they be like, they done, and every grandma still be like, you know.
Hey, talking about the Jello arms.
So I don't want to necessarily cancel the Democratic Party for anything wrong that they per se have done, other than be a government party, which is quite frankly some of the most corrupt shit ever. We all are trying to benefit off of somebody's lies, and somebody has to win. It has to be a loser, and nobody wants to be the loser. So things get said that they don't actually mean. We understand that, but that's not the point. My point is our dependence on the Democratic Party to represent us as a whole, when us as a whole is always a constant changing thing. Our whole generation is mixed up with all kind of stuff. One thing that Joe Biden said during his election is that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That kind of wasn't good enough, and it actually wasn't even smart. If you think about it, that kind of incites more of the race war that we were trying to get away from with Donald Trump. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. But what if I didn't want to be racist, but I didn't want to be black neither? I'm like, well, fuck it, then. I'm going to vote for whoever. I mean, because it's like, what the fuck do we got to do with your campaign? You don't vote for me, you ain't black, nigga. Get my vote. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so glad McDonald's didn't say that about the fish sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine if McDonald's came out, you don't fuck with the fish sandwich, you ain't black. I'd be like, fuck! Now I can't fuck with the fish sandwich. I want the jury and the court to just open their minds for a second. Sometimes we forget that things can get better just because things are tolerable right now. There is an existence of things that could be better for us, and I think it's time that we start to explore those options, because things around have kind of failed us as a whole. We're not trying to attack what Democrats have done for us as a minority group and as a country, period, but everybody deserves an audit, and so shit, that's what we're doing today.
Thank you, Mr. CP.
Okay.
Mr. Ron T, please begin with your opening statement.
Let's go, Ron.
All right. Wonderful. Today I'll pretty much just be talking about the fact of what the fuck else you gonna do? What's left? You cancel the Democratic Party. Who you gonna fuck with? What the fuck else you gonna do? Sure, they ain't perfect, but what you gonna do about it? You like Trump? You like that?
What the fuck is you gonna do? That's a good question. What the fuck is you gonna do about it?
You like marching? You like pandemics? Oh, you liked Iraq. You enjoyed going to war. No, you like the war on drugs, right? Because that's all the Republican Party. So, I get it. We all black in here. Some of us, we got some from the Far East. Hey, baby. But, we all black in here. But nigga, what you gonna do? So we canceled the Democratic Party because, all right, they told a couple lies like everybody else do, and they ain't gave us everything, like nobody else has. But Obama, nigga, JFK, they was nice guys. And that's all you can ask for out of politics is a cool ass nigga, or young lady, or non-binary, whatever is politically correct these days. All you can ask for is a cool motherfucker. But this idea that we're going to create some party that's going to be great and it's going to be fighting for us. I mean, we tried it, but the Republicans, they killed it. Remember the Black Panther Party? Where is it now? Thanks, Republicans. So, I mean, you can go ahead and cancel us if you want to. But what you going to do? And that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Ron T.
Enough said.
Ms. Keisha E., is it safe to say that the Democratic Party is at fault for the rise of Trump?
Oh,
Absolutely
shit.
not. The Democratic Party is not at all responsible for Donald Trump. Donald Trump's mama don't even want to be responsible for Donald Trump. That has nothing to do with us, right? As Mr. Ron Taylor said, some of the coolest presidents, right? The 44th, Barack Hussein Obama. My president is black. My Lambo is blue. Right? My Lambo is blue, not red. Democratic blue. And we're just here today to prove to you what J. Young Jeezy Jenkins knew all along.
We dropping facts, nigga.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Keisha.
Drop.
Thank you, Mr. Ron T.
I'm gonna pick that mic back up, my G.
Now we will begin to present your evidence. We'll start with the prosecution, Mr. CP.
For sure. First of all, I want to say that in no way, shape, or form does the prosecution fuck with Donald Trump in any capacity. Just get that clear. I don't know how we got pigeonholed into the idea that not fucking with the Democrats means that we endorse Trump. That's not the case at all. But I want to remind the court of something. For those of you who are old enough to remember this should be a treat. Remember the Pepsi challenge? Yeah. Pepsi Coke. Which one tastes better? Pepsi Coke. You know, your mama has some big ass glasses on. Y'all went to Blockbuster. She got a 2-liter Pepsi, 2-liter Coke. She's always gonna do the Pepsi challenge at home. Some people benefited, had good parties. You know, some people got rich. Mainly Pepsi and Coke both got rich. They sat back and laughed because they had created a frenzy. You had to choose Pepsi or Coke. Pepsi or Coke, because that's the challenge. It's Pepsi or Coke. It's Pepsi or Coke. Where the fuck was the water? Where the fuck was the water? Nigga, no juice? No apple juice? No nothing? Pepsi Coke. They got you so up into a fucking frenzy that you forgot that there's other fucking drinks besides Pepsi and Coke. Both of them making you fat. Both of them killing you. And guess what? When they start realizing, hey, everybody's getting fat as fuck off these Pepsis and Cokes. Pepsi and Coke already had it ready. Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke. Damn! That's what the fuck the Democratic Party is. Diet Coke. They already had it ready.
That was a good one. Bam!
They already had it prepared. You know, vote for us, you ain't black. Bitch! I like the question shit. When I was a kid, I was like, what part of the animal is the hot dog? What perfect sausage is in a fucking animal? And my mom said, no, this is a combination of a bunch of different animals. And I said, what the fuck? It's like, you gotta question the ingredients sometimes and stop letting motherfuckers just give you anything. In my opinion, the Democratic Party is giving us anything. And if we don't challenge it, to be like, hey, y'all aren't doing enough of the shit that y'all say that y'all are gonna do. And that's okay to do. If we don't challenge it and be like, hey, if there's another party that possibly want to step up, Bernie Sanders had his own little nursing home party we could have went to. They had bingo, they had that little thing you slide down and people doing this in front of the thing. Republican and Democrats, they rest their hat on that. Who you gonna fuck with? Say that to your girl. If it ain't me, who you gonna fuck with? She, I'll find a date. That's not enough. And I feel like I'm not the only person who feels like that's not enough for our people. We are a changing society. Nothing is as uniform as it was in 1838 when they decided we needed to have these two parties. I don't rest my case, but I chill for right now.
Oh shit. The rematch is on. Cancel Court will be right back.
All right, y'all. So that's part one. We're going to be back with part two. Hey, it's a good debate. Y'all tell me. Let me know what y'all think. I'll be back with the other one.